Hey YouTube sequence, Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Gai from Kamen Rider Ryuki. American fans may know him as Kamen Rider Thrust from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Same suit, different people, different show, all that jazz. So this is a Tamashii Web exclusive release as shown by the Bandai Collector's Shop logo down here. So keep that in mind that you won't be able to pick him up from places like Amiyami or HLJ. You will need to contact a middleman, like Okinawan Toy Seller, to get one from Yahoo Japan Auctions or see if they still have some from their initial order of these guys. So, typical Ryuki box. No chrome. It's flat and boring. But, strike vent, add vent. All of that fun stuff. So, typical Ryuki awesomeness with this figure. This is... I don't even remember which Ryuki Rider this is. But we've got a lot so far, and they're all absolutely fantastic. I haven't had a problem with any of them. Gai here is absolutely no exception to that. Amazing figure. The silver used is absolutely terrific. Terrific silver. And that's to be expected. Tamashii Bandai has an amazing silver paint that they use on all of their toys. And it always looks absolutely great. And considering this guy's entire motif is entirely silver, it looks incredible. So it's not really metallic or chrome or anything like that, but it certainly has a nice shine to it. And I think that's what makes this figure very beautiful. And it complements the matte finish on the rest of the suit very well. So in terms of articulation, the shoulder pads, despite being bulky, do just do a complete rotation. They are on a small little swivel right there, so they do not hinder anything whatsoever. Double joint right there at the elbow, as always, and the typical wrist joint right there. Lots of movement in the little abdomen area right here. It is a tiny bit loose, but not horribly loose. The belt is wiggly, to say the least. He does have these little pads right here, and they are just on swivels, so no problem whatsoever there. The advent deck does come out. Mine is stuck, of course. But it does, in fact, come out just like that. There we go. See? Comes out. So you can put in different decks if you want to and completely F up the universe. Thigh swivel right there. Hip system. Not really sure what to call this hip system, but it is great. I love this hip system. Simply the best. Double joint right there at the knee, and typical die-cast Figuarts ankle joint down here, along with the little toe joint. So absolutely great figure. You also have the place to insert the cards, because his visor is on his shoulder up here. So that opens up. You can see that little tray pop out. See, sort of like that. Cards go in there, so obviously it does come with advent cards. I will show those off in a minute. And then the red, I like to call it a little bloody tusk thing going on over here. Just looks absolutely great. It's nice metallic red, and it complements the silver absolutely great. They both have the same equalness in terms of their sheen, and it looks really cool. So, not my favorite Ryuki Rider by any means, not my favorite Ryuki Figuart to date by any means. Still goes to Tiger. But just a really great mold that looks very, very nice. If you have the Figma of Thrust, then this is a hard Figuart to absolutely recommend because of his accessory count just being very similar to the Figmas, and it doesn't have anything really. You have his strike vent, which is Metal Gallus', I'm probably saying that wrong, but his contract beast's little head helmet thing. 2 handles, you can use either one. If you want to get really technical, you could slide his arm in there. Actually, I don't think there's enough clearance to slide his arm in there. So you can either hold it in there, tuck his arm inside there, or hold it right there. Either or, whatever you want to do. Nothing really comes off of this. So, there's that. Like I said, he does come with advent cards. He comes with Confine Vent, That's the little shattered one right there, the shattered glass. Then obviously Strike Vent, Final Vent, and his Advent card for Metal Gallus. So that's really it besides these hands. You have the kind of relaxed-ish holding hand right here. It's on a slight curve. The card holding hand right here. Splayed open, relaxed hands. More calm, relaxed hands, the one I like to call the shaking your hands. And then the weapon holding hands. So, like I said, that is it. And considering he was an exclusive, it's hard to justify his price for what you get in the long run, but we'll talk about that in a second, actually. So yeah, exclusive price, hard to justify, given just how little he comes with. If you already own the Figma, then there really isn't too much of a purpose to get this guy unless you really want all of the Figuarts versions of the Ryuki Riders, because there really isn't too big of a difference. The silver used on the Figma was a little bit flatter than Bandai's traditional awesome silver. So, if you have it, it's really hard to just say, oh, you need this one too, because the pull just really isn't there. So despite this not being really a necessary pickup, it's still a figure that I recommend just based on the quality of it. I do feel it's superior than the Figma, just based on the build. But like I said, there really just isn't anything there to draw you toward the figure to feel like it's a necessary pickup. There isn't a Tamashii stage. His Tamashii stage is going to be included in the Genocider set. So you got that coming up with Oja, Raya, and Gai's contract beasts all coming in a set together to form Genocider, along with the 3 Tamashii stages. So, very cool release, but again, like I said, just nothing that's absolutely necessary. If you're a fan of Gai, really like this suit, then by all means pick it up. It is a great, great figure. It's just hard to really recommend it because there's just so little that comes with it. So you can check out shukenshinobi.com for the latest updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out ridersrangersandrambles.com, the podcast bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye-bye.